Welcome to Saturday night's Star Power. We are here to play some Fate in our JoJo's Bizarre Adventure inspired / Jujutsu Kaisen inspired / a lot of other anime inspired game. Thanks for hanging out with us, joining us here tonight. We've been off for a bit. Our schedule's been all over the place, so it's been a little bit since we played, and we're very happy to be back and doing so. I'm going to start with some announcements and stuff first to kind of get the ball rolling and talk about everything we got going on this channel. Our next stream after this one, if you enjoy what you see here today, and even if you don't, I don't run the other one, so you might enjoy it better. Tomorrow, Slang 201, we're going to be playing Monster of the Week. It is a monster hunting game that Savannah runs and has been running for a long-ass time. So come hang out with us tomorrow for that. Thank you, Weiss, for the compliment on my makeup. I worked very hard to get my JoJo makeup going today. We will have the rest of our shows as scheduled for the next week. I did mention this yesterday during Neon Souls, but starting on the 17th and for at most the next 2 weeks after that, Savannah and I are going to be unavailable, so we probably will be having to cancel our streams during that time period. We'll do scheduling announcements and stuff as that changes and let y'all know when we're back. But enjoy the next week of uninterrupted content, and we'll see you on the other side of it. I think that's pretty much it as far as announcements and stuff go. I don't have anything else right now, but I will go and turn over to my lovely players here to introduce themselves, talk about who they are playing here tonight, and what they do on and off this channel, starting with Savannah.
That's me. Hello. I'm Savvy. I'm at Savvy Seaworth on the internet, mostly on Twitter, where you can find my streaming schedule pinned to the top of my page. I am here Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays, and Mondays, either playing in games or running them. I run 2 games on this channel. One, as Val mentioned, on Sunday afternoons called Slaying 201. It's Monster of the Week. And another on Monday nights called The Forgotten. We play Dungeons and Dragons, and right now we're playing a version, I would say, of Horde of the Dragon Queen, in which I have inserted many other fun things. So yeah, I can come hang out. And then on starting again Sunday nights this week, I'll be on twitch.tv/lbhackemup on Sunday nights playing Masks. And it's a great time. But tonight I am playing Piper Vega, the brazen professional singer-songwriter, and her anima Vega. And also on beats sometimes.
Next up is RJ.
Hello everybody, I am RJ, and you can catch me at RJS282 on Twitter and Twitch, where I tweet about the nerdy things in my life and sometimes stream with my friends. You can catch me here, mostly on Thursdays and Saturdays. Thursdays for our Elegant Creatures show, where it's getting wild, y'all, and Saturdays for both Mistborn and Star Power, obviously. Other than that, on the interwebs, you can catch me over at the Indoor Adventures on Mondays and Sundays. Mondays for our homebrew campaign, and Sundays for Beyond the Witchlight. And finally, over at the Hype Goblins channel on Sunday mornings, where we do another 5e campaign. Today, I play Feng and his Anima the Four Emperors. He is a troubled fledgling phantom hunter, and sometimes I'm a vacuous black void.
But who do you play?
You just beat me to it. God damn it.
Actually, I'm a vacuous yellow void, but...
Oh! That's not... No.
Sid.
I don't just say find him on the Twitters at Greek Sid. Usually talking about shenanigans. That hurt me. It hurt my soul. It really did. I am here several nights a week. Every other Saturday, Sundays, Mondays, Fridays, and Thursdays. Thursdays where I facilitate our third installment of the Elegant Stream-O-Matic universe, Elegant Creatures. It's Urban Shadows, it's Good Society, it's wild. So check that out on Thursdays, 8 o'clock Eastern. Tonight, I am playing Penny Isa. Penny is the tech wizard member of the Isa family. And her anima is Omega, and she sometimes yells lyrics as Vega.
She
Everybody.
does. So that says that. So sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you today, but
okay,
that
go
says
ahead.
that Penny is the one that's yelling.
No, Sid just talks about herself in the third person. now.
Okay, the third person. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Sorry, Danae, continue.
Hey everybody, I'm Wings, also known as Danae Keener. You can find me at DanaeKeener.com. I do nerdy drawings, mostly related to D&D and a lot of things on the Indoor Adventurers stream. Today I'm going to be playing as Vivi, who is an avaricious thief for hire. Her anima is Vespa, and she has a troubled past. Not Vespa, but Vivi does. And sometimes I am the Black Tortoise of the Four Emperors.
And I am Val. You can find me at the Kraken's Crown on Twitter and Twitch. You can find me here Thursdays through Mondays playing and running games. Other than this game, I run a game alternating Saturdays from this one called Saturday Nights Mistborn. We'll play the Mistborn RPG based on the novels by Brandon Sanderson. And then on Fridays, I run a game called Neon Souls, where we also play Fate, and it's a sci-fi swashbuckling adventure. So really showing off what we can do with the Fate system. That probably isn't what it's intended for. But yeah, come hang out with us on those. That's me, and tonight I'll be running your game. I feel like I need to do some JoJo poses before I get started, and then yeah, let's get going with our recap because it's been a while. Previously on Saturday night's Star Power, your squad battled against Stephanie's corpse under the control of the Phantom Vulcan. You removed the metal spike that the Phantom was using to control her, leaving only Feng wrestling with Vulcan's influence. Moxie entered the scene using the last of her power to warp you all back to Piper's apartment, and there you tended to Feng's wounds by removing the metal lodged in his abdomen. Vivi, still suffering from the head wound she gained during the battle, continued to experience hallucinations and spoke with a version of Penny identifying herself as Miss Persimmon. The person seemed worried, and through broken sentences told Vivi they were out of time and mentioned another anime user, Constantine. Moxie used the lull to explain the bigger picture. The reason for her visit to Las Vegas was to find and train the four of you. Having learned that you may have some connection to the Surge and Phantom activity, she showed you an image, an ancient diagram depicting four warriors who defeated an ancient threat called the Black Zodiac. The depicted images bore a striking resemblance to the four of you. And while you struggled to understand the meaning of this, Piper, drawing some connections between Vulcan's appearance and the rumors she had overheard at the police station, jumped on her bike and rode to the station. Moxie, Penny, and Vivi planned to leave leaving the apartment to buy some food, but on their way out, Moxie was attacked, mortally wounded by some sort of blade, and Penny attempted to restrain the attacker, but was forced to allow their escape to tend to Moxie's injury. And that is where we're going to pick up here tonight, or not exactly there. I'm going to put on some less peppy music because we're dealing with a lot of heavy topics right now. I'm going to... we talked about this beforehand, and we decided we're going to jump forward in time a little bit. We left off with Piper at the police station. Everybody else dealing with the ambulance, the paramedics that had shown up, as well as the police that had shown up at Piper's apartment complex. But where we pick up here tonight is at the Isa estate. There is the low, steady beeping of a monitor monitoring the vitals of Moxie as she has been transported after receiving emergency care at the hospital, has been brought to the Isa Manor for personal medical reasons, but most notably to keep her safe from whatever it is that attacked her. The four of you are here in the room where they are keeping Moxie. Vic is nearby, has been keeping watch outside. The Izzy estate is on high alert right now. Any security protocols that they have currently in place, and many of the local anima users that work for the Isa family on their various jobs have been put on watch and on call to assist if needed. One of the nurses that has been brought in, who has a connection with the Isa family for discretion, is tending to Moxie a bit, looking over some charts, taking some readings before folding up her, making a few scribbling notes on her chart and hanging it at the foot of the hospital bed she's currently sitting on or laying in. Moxie is unconscious. She has been in what the doctors have labeled as a coma for the last 2 days now. And they aren't quite sure why she's not waking up. The nurse kind of gives you all a solemn nod and then excuses herself from the room.
Okay. One more time. What do we know?
Alright, well, there are these 3 phantom, quote-unquote, deities out there that are clearly kind of powerful. The one we dealt with, Vulcan? Yeah, Vulcan can use metal to they implant it in the body of someone and they can take control somehow. Other than that, there is one named Thanatos and the other is Lord
Nemesis.
Nemesis.
What do we know about what happened to Moxie?
Well, we teleported, she got in... Oh, wait, no. Outside of the, of your apartment, she got stabbed.
Did Penny get a good look? Well, yeah, Penny got a shot off on the attacker, right? So she got a good look at him, right?
You did. When you had frozen them in time temporarily, though you felt their presence trying to force against that, and they felt very, very powerful. They're very hard to control for the short time that you did. When you saw them, I mean, the most simple way I can put it is they looked like a college student. And when they were frozen there, I mean, it was just like, I guess, frat bro is what we'll go with. Had a polo, wearing some chubbies, and had some God, I can't remember the brand, but the sandals they all wear. Yeah.
Okay.
But it wouldn't be too much of a stretch. You do know that this person has had some ability to this phantom has had some ability to disguise itself. It's probably some sort of illusion or disguise.
As the blade wound is very similar to what got.
Exactly. Yeah.
And I will, I'll give you one more piece of information because this probably would have happened in the interim. I imagine at some point Feng would have tried to do healing mojo to try to fix Moxie. It's not a physical wound that is currently keeping her in this condition, keeping her, if anything, it does feel like some sort of phantom influence on her that is keeping her in this stasis or in this coma.
Question for you, Val. Is Jackie awake?
Oh yeah, Jackie's been she's been discharged from the hospital at this point.
Okay.
Yeah, she has returned to her day-to-day life.
All right. And what about that? Are we calling it a vision, Vivi? I don't want to say like hallucination, but
Vivi sort of sighs, leaning against the wall. I don't know what it is. Evidently, it's a head wound.
Sorry.
Just sort of like taps her head.
did she tell us all what she saw?
Yeah, I think that in the interim, she could have like filled them in on exactly what she saw. And also the fact that she has been having these visions, but only while she was asleep. This is the first time that it's happened while I've been awake.
Any thoughts on what the hell this all means?
Not a clue. But whatever it is, it has to do with someone who looks like you.
Moxie said our reality wasn't right. So I don't know, maybe there are other realities?
Like a multiverse sort of situation?
Yeah.
Good. Great. Awesome. So Moxie almost died in the apartment outside, in the hallway outside my apartment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vivi's dreams are now full-on visions, and they're about what? Alternate universe Penny?
Yeah.
And supposedly our reality is busted and there might be more than one, and we're also like ancient heroes on a tablet somewhere that are supposed to what, get the fucking 3 blue eyes white dragons and call it a day. What is going on? What is happening? People don't just get stabbed in my apartment building. And people
No.
don't just have weird visions about people who look just like their friends after they've been having weird nightmares for weeks. And people don't just get a bunch of shrapnel shot into their chest and then suddenly they're not in control of their body anymore. And we don't do surgery with sushi knives.
That was an emergency, and I really hope I never have to do it again. But all the other stuff, I mean, I don't know, I guess maybe people do when they have anima.
I don't know, do they? Does anybody have any fucking idea?
No, but we are in the Isa house where they have databases on this sort of stuff.
Sure, if you have the clearance.
Which Penny doesn't. And I'm sure Moxie would have been a great help. And then she got stabbed outside my apartment.
You did mention that already.
I can't go back. You do realize that I literally can't go home, right? They know where I live.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's kick back in Penny's big mansion and act like everything is fine.
We're not acting like everything's fine. It's not like she just points at Moxie like just wires and everything. I mean, it's really obviously like not fine.
No, it's obviously not fine. But everyone here seems perfectly resigned to just say, yep, guess when you have anima, this is what happens. You guys realize that's like full on bananas, right?
So what do we do to fix it? I guess that's maybe I should have led with that part. What do we do to fix it?
That's a good question.
Feng
Um,
is going to stand and walk out the door. He's gonna go find Vic.
Great, so we're just gonna... Okay, cool. We're just gonna continue the habit of not telling anyone else what we're doing. Don't get stabbed in the hallway. Do your parents have a liquor cabinet?
Yeah. It's the bottom shelves in the island.
I'm assuming I don't need clearance.
There's not a lock, no.
Great. I'll be right back.
Vivi and Penny are left alone in Moxie's room. The beeping noise. There's just a moment of silence between the two of them, and then Vivi sort of pushes off the wall. In my opinion, we've been letting this purple-haired thing get away with doing whatever it wants for far too long.
It was really, really powerful.
Well,
like Stephanie, Volk, like the thing that we almost died fighting.
sure, but we still beat her. I'm used to going against the odds. We just gotta plan ahead and follow through. Let's work out everything we know about this thing. It's gotta have some sort of weakness.
It can make itself look like literally anybody. At this
Right.
point, it's looked like a police officer and a frat guy.
So that means that we can't trust anybody.
Are you the purple-haired asshole?
What?
It can turn into anybody. So are you the purple-haired asshole?
Well, we've never seen the purple-haired asshole speak before, so until proven otherwise, I'm assuming that they can't.
Piper wanders back in with like 4 wine bottles and like some mismatched glasses, just kind of sets them all down on the table and says, Vivi wouldn't even tell you what she had for breakfast, so if she was the purple-haired asshole... Just starts cracking them open.
Oh, as opposed to you who just goes to the police and tells them everything.
If I didn't do it, AIM was going to. Rather him have heard it from us.
Walks over, pops open a bottle of honey wine, just pours it into like a whiskey glass.
That's the... You know, never mind.
As far as these weird visions I've been having, I'm content to just deal with them the same way I always have, and ignore them, because there's nothing I can do about them.
Good, so when you're having another meltdown in the middle of my apartment, we should just... ignore it? Leave you there?
Well, it goes away eventually.
Yeah, and what if they start getting worse?
Why aren't we? Oh, wait, look. Like, whatever they are, it sounds like they're. Well, they're real, right?
To me, they are. I don't know.
Well, I mean, we can get information from them then, right?
Maybe. Not for lack of trying, mind you.
You said this was the first time that you did it while you were awake.
Yes.
That was caused by a head wound, which. Yeah, we won't go there.
Yeah.
But
no,
the other
I'd
times.
prefer if we didn't try to recreate that.
No, that's fair. But the other times you were asleep?
Yes.
Have you heard of lucid dreaming?
I have. Where are you going with this?
Well, you could try to go to sleep and try to have one of these visions.
Contemplatively sips wine. Okay. So, if I can find your doppelganger, pin her down and get some answers out of her, will that satisfy you? I mean it metaphorically, but
Oh, okay.
if I have to do it physically, then I'm not against it.
Penny just gets a little anime, like little red dots here, and. Okay. I have a book on it. I'll be right back. Goes to her room.
Yeah. Before she leaves, she'll just sort of like nudge her shoulder, and then like just sort of quirk an eyebrow at Moxie and say, "Are you okay?"
Yeah, Moxie, what? Who are we talking to?
Well, she's like, she just sort of like, yeah, she shrugs, points at Moxie, and then points at you and says, "Are you okay with all of this?" I mean, obviously not, but like, is it going to be a problem for you?
You pinning down my doppelganger in a vision?
Oh my god.
Your cousin's dying. Are you okay?
Oh, no. That part really sucks. I feel really guilty and responsible, and I cry before I go to sleep.
Well, you did everything you could. She's still alive. A little smile and turn out the door.
Did I say something wrong?
No. Vivi's just doing her best to be empathetic, and I think it's making her a little uncomfortable.
Oh.
Emotions are hard, especially on people that don't interact with other people that much. But she cares about how you're doing, so she wanted to ask anyway.
Hadn't thought of it like that.
Vivi's usually pretty emotionally removed from everything. Purposefully. So she doesn't get burned.
Can I have some wine?
It's your wine.
You literally opened 2 and you've just been drinking out of them. I didn't.
Oh.
Can I have like one of them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Piper and Penny share a drink. Feng,
Just
you
drinking out of wine bottles.
went to find Vic.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll say find him downstairs. is looking over some monitors that are give out like a bunch of. He's like flipping through screens that are like the external cameras to the estate, just like looking, just cycling through those.
He walks up to Vic. There is a cigarette in his mouth, and he's just patting his pockets down. Hey, Vic, you got a light?
Sorry. He's like, God, not another one. You really shouldn't smoke.
Oh, no, I know where Penny keeps the Lucy's around the house.
That doesn't really make it any better. You're still smoking, you know.
Yeah.
There's a lighter in the drawer in the kitchen.
Thanks. Hey, this whole mess that we got ourselves in, we've got some new intel, and I need to know what it's gonna take for me to get deeper clearance into the ISA database.
Right. Only one person can give you higher clearance. That'd be Paul, Penny's dad. I can talk to him if you want me to, or you can talk to him yourself.
Yeah, I'll give him a chat. You seem a bit busy.
I'm just trying to keep myself busy, honestly. Yeah, I think he's in his office.
Cool. Thanks, Vic.
No problem. Go up to Paul Isa's office.
Yeah. At some point, he just takes the cigarette out and like finds a trash bin because like the filter end has become just really soggy and just flick.
Gross. Yeah. You toss it in the waste bin as you head upstairs. At the end of the hall, you find Paul's office. The door is currently open. He's sitting at his desk, lit or front lit by the monitor that's in front of him, sort of facing into the room. So he sees you as you come up to the door and looks up and says, "Oh, Feng, right?"
Yes, sir.
What can I do?
The whole this whole situation with the Phantoms and what's going on with Moxie, we've gotten some new information, and I just want to know if there was a way for me to get access into the ISA database, deeper access than what's normally available.
Right. So we don't normally give out clearance to our confidential information to anyone. Penny has clearance to what most of her level have access to, so she can access most of the records that you would need. I've been looking through stuff as well, so based on what you've told me, if you pass along the information, I can cross-reference it with anything in our database and see what comes up. But I can't really just give you clearance. I hope you understand, at least.
Right. Right.
What is it you're looking for?
There was more I just want to know some more information on some scrolls that someone mentioned, depicting the, I don't want to say first iteration of anime users, but the anime users that were used to stop some catastrophe way back when. It has something to do with Three Houses.
All right. What catastrophe are you referring to?
We were told about the Black Zodiac, correct?
Yes, you were. Yeah.
Yes. The Black Zodiac?
Okay. Yeah, we have some information, and not a lot. Most Well, most records are hard to keep when they're that old. So, is there something else?
No, I just had a thought. Thank you, Mr. Isa. And he quickly walks away.
Sure. You're welcome.
Yeah. As he gets further down the hall, Tortoise.
It has been long since you have spoken with me.
Hi.
Greetings.
Greetings. It's nice to see you too. The Black Zodiac. When we were first informed about them, there was a mural depicting us, basically.
Well, this is a good question. Does Tortoise know anything about this shit?
God. So,
I keep on playing as DM like knowledge receptacles.
yeah, I know you too.
Could I, if a roll is required, I'd like to ping off the Weakening of the Veil or Time Break.
Okay. Why don't we do that then? Why don't we resolve this with a roll? Bring up my
When said it yet,
chart here.
the time break.
Time Break.
Someone's got to do it.
So this would be lore. The roll here, and this will be an overcome action.
Okay.
I'm gonna set the difficulty of this. I'm not really. I don't really have like a static difficulty. It's more just gonna depend on how well you roll.
Roll. How much information's given? Okay.
Yeah.
What am I rolling in? I didn't hear.
Lore.
Lore. Okay. That's gonna just be the fudge dice. Whoop, whoop. And then I'll compelling the time break.
Okay. You can spend a fate point to do that.
Right. So that's
The time break.
Time break.
Time.
Get my refresh down and roll. That is a -0, right?
Yeah. If with your compel, that would make it to, or with your invoke, that would make it a 0.
Okay.
So that's mediocre. So what I will give you is Tortoise essentially knows the information that you knew in the last season up until the point where the timeline changed. So, Tortoise knows about the Zodiac, the events that led to the three families deciding to turn against the Zodiac. There was a conspiracy, and then somebody defeated them. Don't really know who.
All right.
Such knowledge has been lost to us for generations.
When you say generations, like...
Yes, specifically your grandmother.
Oh, okay. I don't want to go back home and talk to Grandma. It's been like a week.
I'm not even gonna touch that one.
Right. Well, thanks, Tortoise. I need a drink. Fuck.
All right. Well, call or text sometime.
What are you, my mother?
No, but you treat me like I am. Are we friends or what? I don't know what's going on here.
I really don't want to be here anymore. Can I dismiss this conversation? Is there a way to turn you off?
Boop boop. I'm still here.
Fuck. Yeah. Feng's gonna make his way back to Moxie's room. Scratching the back of his head.
So I believe that puts everyone back in the room.
Vivi wandered off. She's gonna go do some research.
Okay.
First of all, she's gonna find somebody's laptop. It doesn't belong to her. She uses some nice guesswork, maybe even like a fucking like post-it note
Dongle.
on the side of it to like get in. The first thing that she does is that she opens up the history and scrolls through it just out of curiosity, leaves that tab open, opens another tab, Googles lucid dreaming, reads that for a bit, opens another tab, and she's going to go to the Lost Connections subreddit, and she's going to put in a post looking for a person matching the description of the person that was that she had seen in that the purple-haired person had turned themselves into beforehand, essentially like, you know, trying to like sort of like put out some feelers, see if anybody has cited this person, and like essentially like do a few posts like that, but as like the like jock that they were disguised as at first, and say like, I saw this person at such and such place, and then somebody got stabbed. Oh wow, that was crazy, and I lost them. And it's all like, but they were the most handsome person I've ever seen, and I must find them again. And then so like that's the first post, and then the other post is like just I guess like places it in the original area that Jackie got stabbed,
Okay.
and say like a purple-haired so-and-so. And like it's both like Lost Connections posts. She's just gonna try and get that ball rolling.
Okay, there's a lot to do here.
Yep.
I think. So
Sorry.
no, we'll figure it'll take it one piece at a time. So you're all right. I'm not gonna have you roll to get into the laptop. You find a laptop. Maybe it's Vic's laptop. You get into that and you start poking around on it. So you're investigating. You said you were doing some history or some researching on what
She-
specifically?
She just scrolls through his history because she invades privacy like
Oh,
that.
for
She's
privacy.
just a
Okay.
weirdo.
Okay, that's okay. We'll need a roll for that one. So then we won't need one for. I'm not going to make you roll for lucid dreaming. Figure that out. It's easy enough to find. There's a bajillion articles on lucid dreaming online. So really, I think with the one thing I'm going to have you roll for it, and then I'll tell you what you get looking at the rest of the stuff, is I think the articles you're posting, more in like how Vivi is framing them, might be like a rapport roll or a provoke, one of those two, I think. Or contacts, I might also allow. that.
Contacts makes the most sense to me, but if I am
Okay.
doing a provoke roll, I happen to have a stunt called I always hedge my bets, that I can use stealth in place of provoke when targeting someone who cannot see me. And you can't see people on the internet. On the internet, no one knows you're a bee.
I can't decide whether that's perfect or totally going against the spirit of the stunt, but I'll go with the first one. Sure, why not? We get into a lot of bullshit in this game.
All right, am I using the stunt or no?
You can use the stunt, so you can roll stealth.
Amazing.
I will do that. There's a button for it. It's right here. I'm hitting it. I'm rolling it. Showing my total. I got a 3.
Okay. So you put out those. I will say, like, you put the posts out there first, doing that, like getting those written up. Lost Connections, ding, out there, and then you like scroll through, like snooping around Vic's laptop history. Most of it's it's bought some Jimmy Buffett concert tickets. He is looking at the scores for various sporting games. Does some, just like random shit, bank account, things like that. There is one like browser window that is sort of catches your attention, and no, it's not porn. You do there's like a login page or something it gets into, and it's for the Isa. I imagine there's some sort of like secured or encrypted network that the Isa family uses for accessing their databases and stuff remotely. And that is in his recent browser that he has had open. So it's just a drop page with like a green background. It's got like the logo for the tech company that the Isa family has set up on it, and then it's like secure login beneath for
Does he
username
have
and
his
password.
username and password saved on the drop page?
You know Vic does.
Yes!
You know that it's autofill.
All right, so like Vivi's waiting for a response on the Lost Connections page, and she's just fucking around. It's all like, huh. Like, of course, curiosity is gonna overtake her. She's got to like log in and like fuck around on the secure Isa network for a bit.
Okay. Yeah, you get into it, and there are several like sub platforms to the site that they've got set up. Some of it is actually like tech company business, and it goes to like user requests and response times and administration stuff for the actual like tech side of the business. But with Vic's login, you also get into the I'm trying to think of some cool names that we could have for these things, but I'm just going to skip it. Some of the more like the platforms for where they're disseminating information for jobs that some of the anima users, some of the hunters that they have as part of the group, that they're giving their tasks through. There's some like tracking on there where people are located. There's like a map that shows like locations, like pins dropped for different reports that they've gotten and who is taking those jobs pretty much across the country. And there is a reports and like archives section that you can get access to, that he has access to as well, that you can go into, and that has like more of like a search function for different reports that have been written up on different phantoms, and other information that has been digitized by the Isa family that is recorded on their servers.
Can she possibly like download a few of those reports onto a USB?
Yeah, what specifically are god damn it. Specifically, like, is there something that you're searching for?
She just wants to download the Phantom database. Just like every Phantom they've ever seen, essentially. All the Phantom sightings.
Even Danny?
Okay.
Danny Phantom.
Yeah,
Anyone?
Danny
No?
Phantom. Yeah.
I was all like,
there.
I'm gonna leave now. I'm sorry.
Yes, that is you have like a 500 terabyte USB drive. What's how big of the USB drive are we talking here?
well, I feel like it's got to be like a gadget or something that she's got. Like she's wearing like a charm bracelet, and then she like turns it, and like it pops out like a little like red and yellow striped USB that like almost looks like a stinger. She just like jabs it in there, and then like she uses it for all of her illicit like information stealing like purposes.
So maybe it more like broadcasts and uploads it to maybe some sort of external drive that Vivi has back at her apartment. Okay, something like that. All right, they're getting some hacker bullshit here. I'm down for it. You can do that. You punch in the kind of bring up a full report of phantoms that have been logged and encountered over the last it goes backwards chronologically. There's a lot on there, and you do notice as it's kind of uploading two things. One is the rate of the reports and the number of sightings and the amount of information there does seem to exponentially increase over time. So there are much fewer reports from like 1980 than there are currently, or from like the last year. So it starts pulling some of those. What you also realize is that there are some that it's not letting you download, and each time one of those comes up, it pings that like administrator access required, and then like skips over those files and goes on to the others.
Okay. She'll wait until like everything downloads, and then she's gonna go back and like try and look at the ones that she couldn't download.
Okay. There's not a lot. I'd say maybe like 1% of them or less of these records are confidential, and they all come up with the same thing. It's like there's like an alphanumeric designation that doesn't really give you much information. It's like what it might be, but all of them paying like administrator access required, and then has like a credentials.
Is there at least like a title that she can look at? If she can't open them without administrator access, do they have like a code or like a designation of any sort?
Yes, there is a alphanumeric designation that all of them have. In the digital database, though, there isn't anything that you could tie those designations to, but you could copy those and note them down
she's just going to use her eidetic memory and memorize those.
Okay.
And
Cool.
just
Yeah.
log them
memorize some of those for your for future reference.
And then she'll just like look and see if they have any files on her. At this point, she's just bullshitting.
You look through and she stepped away, but I have to assume at some point Penny, like when she first met Vivi, put in a report or something about Vivi, because there are reports on anime users in the database, and so there is. I'll say there is one that Penny probably wrote up
Cool.
a while back when you first met.
Is there does Vic have like permissions to rewrite her report?
Yeah, for something like of this level, yes.
All right, she's gonna copy and paste the Wikipedia article for Amelia Earhart.
Okay. You overwrite your reports, and it's around that time that you get a ding on your phone for a email prompt, or you get like one of the standard emails that somebody has replied to your post on Craigslist or whatever you had
Nice.
used.
Spacebook.
Spacebook, yeah. You and yeah, I assume you go ahead and look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody has replied. I'm gonna say there are one reply on each of yours. The one for the like frat bro guy is like I know that dude, he's such an asshole. You're better off not knowing him, something like that. Nobody says anything like that. That doesn't really go anywhere. But it seems like whoever that is, somebody recognized them as being like an actual person. But nothing about like they don't give anything about their like location in the post. The other one with the purple hair, somebody replies to that and basically goes on and says like, I saw this person a couple days ago. They were kind of creepy. My friend, I pointed them out to my friend, and my friend didn't see them, and it was weird. I thought I was imagining it. Like it goes on to be like, it's so somebody else has seen them too, and I wasn't hallucinating. And says they were over on the corner of 56th and Brooker Street, near the warehouse district. Last time I saw them.
All right. She's gonna take that information, sort of like screenshot it, make a new post, and like this time like sort of target more conspiracy theory boards and be like, has anybody seen this person? Like, and like maybe make up a few more stories about that to make it more interesting to see if she can get it to go viral. And she'll just let that cook and let the internet do its thing. Because like if this becomes like, you know, the next Slender Man, then like the next sighting we're going to hear about it. So she does that, and that is the extent to which I'm going to take this scene.
Okay. All right. That so you finish up with that, get that working, and is there anything anybody else is doing at this time, or do we want to come back together for lucid dreamings and share time? Oh, Feng, you had something. You had an idea.
Oh, it was to talk to Black Tortoise,
Oh,
but
was that
also,
it? Okay.
yeah, it was, is there any way, like a mechanic or a token I can play to get this person their own indexing on the SCP Wikia?
Yeah, I guess. I can't think of, I mean, I can't think of a reason why you'd really have to spend anything for that. You just go online and submit it.
I want to spend the whole game just scrolling the internet.
So you, I mean, essentially, and you know, maybe you after Vivi shares what she's up to, yeah, you all can contribute your efforts to try to create as much of an online presence for this phantom as possible to try to get their attention.
We're gonna call this the Vegas Shrinking Violet.
Oh
Okay.
no, Deviant Art and Tumblr got hands on them. There's porn.
Amazing.
Reconvene. Share time.
Yeah,
Can I ask a question?
you may.
Since we didn't play it out, sort of where did we leave things with Johann?
That's up to you. My thought was if you told him everything, then maybe you agreed to give him a call later on, or like, you know, I think he would have asked to be kept in the loop when things going on, and basically that he wanted to help.
I think Piper's gonna call him.
Okay.
She sort of created this situation, and wants to prove that it's gonna pay off.
All right, you step out of the room and
Yeah, just real quick.
give Johann a call. Picks up. Oh, yes, Detective Johann. 1 second. I'm going to take this in my office. Hold on. And you hear a door close, and he says, "Piper, wasn't expecting to hear from you so soon."
Yeah, well, a lot has happened the last couple of days. Sorry. Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you? We can skip the...
I just want to
Pleasant
make sure you're
procedures.
dealing with, like, magic existing, okay?
Yeah, I had a few drinks. And then a
Sure.
few more. And,
Sure.
you know, I'm dealing with it better than I probably thought I would. So,
Great, because, you're up. I need your help.
oh, okay. What do you need?
Well, some of us are sort of getting together to figure out what our next step is in all this business, and I want you involved because we're looking for someone, and we only have so many resources.
Okay. You have a photo, name, description, license plate number?
I have a description,
All right.
except they might not always look like that.
Magic stuff. Okay.
Yeah, but it's the
Uh,
best. I think it might be good for you to also speak with the rest of the group.
Is this gonna involve Vivi too?
Yep.
All right. I assume she knows. This isn't just gonna run as soon as she sees me.
Yeah, no, she's actually kind of pissed at me about it, I think.
All right.
It's fine. We've been through worse.
Well, any chance I have to piss her off, probably it's gonna be a little cathartic for me at this point.
Can you actually not do that? Like, maybe can that wait until like next week or something?
All right. Next week. You're right. Not professional. Where do you want to meet?
You know the Isas, right?
Yeah, I'm familiar with them.
Great. Come to their estate.
All right. When?
Now would be great, actually.
You're a little bit of a prima donna, you know that, right?
Did you want me to lie to you?
Nope. No, you're right. All right. I'll
You could have
pack
said
up and-
no. Hold on. Yo, wait a second. Exactly what about
I'm-
that statement? Exactly
Losing.
what about that statement
through
made
tunnel.
you're in your
Go.
office, Johan.
Talk soon. Hangs up.
I hate cops.
All right.
Okay, Piper will go back in the room.
Now you all reconvene.
We have a
before
visitor
Johan gets
coming.
here.
Sister?
No, I assume she's here somewhere.
Aurora's around, yeah.
Okay.
I assumed that's why when I went into the kitchen island where all the liquor is, the cabinet was already open.
Right. Okay. Who?
Johan's coming over.
Ooh, I didn't even need to steal anything this time.
He's so excited to piss you off, let me tell you.
He can try.
That's what I told him.
You invited a police officer to my house.
I think he's a detective. Inspector?
It's
Detective.
a kind of police officer.
Is that supposed to be better?
If
Yeah.
it helps, he's in the know, isn't he?
He knows what's going on. He's got a ton of access to a lot of resources that can help us find people.
Oh man.
So he's coming over, and he's gonna help us.
Is my dad here?
Yeah, he is.
Fuck. I'll be right back. Dad!
You could just not tell him. Your house is huge. He'll never know.
Yeah, unless this guy like rolls up in a squad car or with like lights running.
Like, is that going to be a problem?
No,
Is
like,
your-
he's not a beat cop. He's not
Does
coming
your-
here to arrest anybody.
Does your dad steal things too?
Penny, does your dad steal things?
No.
I didn't think he was the type of guy to steal things. He's more like, brr, 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 yes, Penny, go and do your ballet lessons or whatever, as he's on like
Yeah, because
Business
people can't
Insider.
have deep voices and also steal things. I'm pretty sure Bane stole like a whole football stadium one time.
I don't know which one of these things to refute
No,
right now.
he
'cause
stole a
there's
plane.
just a lot of them.
See?
I mean, the deep voice thing is just a misconception because a lot of thieves use that one voice modulator.
My dad doesn't use voice mod. He's not Bane. He doesn't steal things, and I never took ballet.
Penny Swede, you need something?
I feel like you only know that one of those four things is true, but okay.
Yeah,
Vivi,
can
can
I?
you go on Dad's computer and find out if he has a voice mod?
I'll be right up.
Feng turns to Piper. No, didn't Bane take Gotham Stadium hostage?
Yeah, it's basically stealing of agency.
Oh,
Vivi-
got
Vivi's
me there.
eating
I only
chips.
watched
I'm
the
in my
movie once. It
office.
wasn't that good.
Vivi's eating chips, and she's like, "That movie was so unrealistic." Crunch.
Did you guys see the YouTube video though where they made the Bane speech into a song? Fucking hysterical.
Oh yeah. Penny.
We decided this takes place in the current day, right?
does,
We can't make
yes.
references like 15-year-old references to
I don't
things.
think that video is 15 years old.
I don't know how old that movie was. It's at least like 8 years old at this point, I feel like.
Oh god, that movie's 10 years old.
I just desiccated in front of your very eyes.
Piper's
Penny
just sitting there.
flees this conversation and goes upstairs to talk.
Okay,
We
Piper
follow
sits there
Penny.
with a bottle of wine just singing, I'm Bane. Yes, that's my name.
Penny, go to bed.
Piper's drunk.
Piper's had most of a bottle of wine at this point.
Yeah.
Anna's called the
Penny.
cops. She doesn't give a fuck what the rest of you are doing. She doesn't care. She feels like
Got
she's
drunk,
solving the
called the
problem.
cops.
Got drunk, called the cops.
Sorry,
They're on
Dad.
their way. Singing the Bane song.
When you hear the name Pain, I guarantee you the pain. And I'm
Oh
coming
my
after
God.
you.
Okay, we
this way.
follow Penny to get out of this conversation. Penny, you head to your dad's office. He's still behind his computer. And kind of, you see the monitor kind of flick off as you come in. He says, everything all right?
Yeah, I just wanted to give you a heads up that we don't have to start the alarms or anything. But we have a detective coming over.
Okay. Is this something I need to get on the phone to stop?
No. I think we're fine. We actually wanted to talk to him and get things taken care of, so it's fine. I just, if they like showed up in like a squad car or one of those little lights that they put on their personal car or anything like that, I just want you to know and not like flip out or anything.
Why is okay, I need to be in the know here. Why is a police officer coming to our house?
And some of it's about like Moxie getting stabbed, and some of it is about other stuff.
Other stuff.
Other stuff.
What other stuff?
Lots of other stuff.
Penny, is there something you're not telling me?
I just wanted to make sure that you knew and didn't flip out about sirens, lights. I'm gonna go downstairs, okay?
That's not answering the question,
she
Penny.
just turns around like, "Mm." Yes, he's gonna take away my allowance because I work for him. It's her job.
That's why I said, blame me. What's your dad gonna do? Ground me?
I think you just hear a long sigh come from his office as you leave, and as the Bane conversation continues, a few minutes later, you hear a car door closing out front, and then a beep beep of a car locking, and the doorbell rings.
I'll get it.
Okay.
It's my house.
Where are you bringing him? Are you bringing him into Moxie's hospital room?
No.
or
No.
where is this powwow going down?
The living room?
Okay. All right. So is everybody else in the living room right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
With a couple empty bottles of wine and
No, those were in Moxie's hotel, hotel.
and I assume The Dark Knight
Hospital room.
Rises is now on TV.
Feng is like laid back in the couch, just head knocked against the wall. I'm Bane. Yes, that's my name.
We're not watching the movie.
Much.
We did go on the smart TV and pull up YouTube and watched it on YouTube.
Yeah.
The freestyle Bane, and now we're just watching other YouTube bullshit.
Yeah, that's exactly how that
We're watching a Vine compilation.
Jesus Christ.
So Penny comes back into the room with Johan, leading Johan in, and Johan looks over and says, What am I doing here?
Road work ahead. I sure hope it does.
I do that.
It's been a rough couple of days.
You're helping. Sit down.
Helping with what? Looks like you're just. You want me to pick a YouTube video?
Hey!
I have work to do.
Hey, Johan. You got a real
Yeah.
fucking attitude with me today, and I need you to chill.
All right. I'm still dealing with this and the.
Yeah. Sit down.
Okay, I'll sit. Looks over at Vivi. Hi.
Just waves
Sits across.
flirtatiously at him.
Everyone.
This is
Johan, everyone. Johan's a detective? Inspector?
detective.
Detective.
Yes.
I watch a lot of British television. Johan has access to some resources that we may not. We are looking for, ostensibly, a person that will at least be a lead to this other person, phantom whatever, that we're trying to find. He's going to help. That's why he's here. Right, Johan?
Yep.
Great. Discuss.
We are. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, they've looked like a couple different people.
Yeah, most recently a dude bro in a polo, some chubbies, and leather sandals. Pen, you got a better look at him than I did, right?
Vivi's gonna
Wow.
scroll through Tumblr and find the most accurate drawing of the purple-haired person. Because Tumblr works fast, trust me. And she'll just hold up her phone. Something kind of like this, only less.
Anime?
No, pretty much like that. Yeah.
Looks over the phone. Says, "All right. So you want me to
And
put a bolo out
Also,
on?
this one's a little awkward. They also looked like a police officer.
Another reason why I wanted to loop you in and maybe not talk about it over the phone.
All right. All right. So
I think
one of
we've got
these-
footage of that one. Look familiar?
that. Yeah, it looks like Clark.
I want to check in on him.
Is that an actual police officer?
Yeah. Works at the same precinct. Decent guy.
This was footage before a woman was stabbed.
When's the last time you've heard from Clark?
He was on leave. Had a personal matter to take care of, something like that. I don't know all the details.
I don't like the sounds of that.
Hey, by the by, don't take this too personally. Feng's gonna do an aura reading on Johan.
Oh.
Remember?
Okay.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah.
You can't trust anyone.
Okay, you do a quick aura sweep of the room. Go ahead. What have we been doing this for with Will?
Notice. I
Notice.
think.
Yeah. Let's do a notice check. That works.
Yep. Cheesy Pete. 1.
Okay. Everyone here seems to be on the up and up.
A thumbs up from Feng.
Cool. So, maybe trying to get in touch with Clark is a good idea.
I can give him a call right now.
Sure.
Just give me a second. Brings out his phone. Scrolls through it a bit. Dials. Waits a second. Keeps waiting. to voicemail. Well, you think this thing is what, possessing him?
Or it stabbed him and we
Or
just don't know
it
yet.
killed him and is using his likeness.
I'm just saying, it'd be really inconvenient if the person that you were impersonating showed up.
So,
So
kill
this-
them and take care of it. Makes sense.
I'm still trying to understand this. So this magic ghost thing
Phantom.
is
Phantom.
phantom. Fine.
Like Danny.
Are you even
What can it-
old enough to have watched that show?
Yeah.
What can it do? What do these things want?
So far, it can, this one specifically, look like other people and stab people very badly.
Gonna
Oh, yeah, and
scroll
right
through.
on walls with blood.
Vivi's gonna scroll through the Isa like database and print off like a printout of the phantom classification system and just slide it towards Johan. They can want any
Starts-
number of things. Depends on what kind of phantom we got.
Starts looking it over. This is gibberish.
It's actually pretty simple.
Is it like literal gibberish?
No, like I understand the words, but
Okay.
this one says breeder. That's not that. What? That's a euphemism for something, right? That's not what I think.
Maybe not in
I'm
the
not-
sense
I don't
you're
even- I
thinking
don't
of,
care.
but it's pretty literal.
Okay, all right. I can put a bolo out for this purple-haired person and see what comes up. I can give you Clark's address to check up on him. Just be delicate with it in case he is there and he is fine, okay? I don't want anyone finding out that I'm giving out officer personal information to civilians.
Oh, we're
me.
extremely delicate.
Yeah, trust me. If Clark is still alive, he won't even know I was there.
Okay, I'm
Right.
just gonna not think about that too much. Writes down the address.
You know, I was just thinking
What's
we
over?
just head over to this place with a clipboard and say we're taking a survey around the neighborhood.
Yeah, but if he is there, we need to know it's him, and not Phantom him.
Vivi could sneak some bees in and I'll throw on a tortoise visor.
Gibberish. This
They're
is all
going to
gibberish.
use their anima powers.
Right, the superpowers that you all have,
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can all do different things.
like the Avengers.
Exactly like the Avengers, Johan.
He can't see any of it, right?
Feng is going to request Tortoise to pick up a glass for him and move it towards him.
I have acquired the vessel.
Thank you, Tortoise.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you're what, telekinetic?
No, Johan, okay. We talked about this.
Actually, I'm Hawkeye. I have the least amount of powers out of everyone here.
I've actually always been really curious about this. Johan, can you see like anything interesting?
You know, yeah.
Does Vivi have anything on her head that maybe shouldn't be there?
No?
This is a
I
test.
thought not.
Yes, it is a test. Not of you, though.
Okay.
And you're
do
failing.
you see anything behind me?
Big, just swirling mass of...
Anything?
Friend.
Some family photos.
Great.
Sorry, buddy.
Omega would have been the first thing. Right, so, I told you about anima.
Yeah.
The stuff that we can do, the superpowers, right? it's not coming, well, they're part of us, but it's not coming directly from us. It's coming from our anima, which you can't see.
Vivi's
'Cause
gonna
you
like
don't
shake her
have
head
one.
and sort of lean back. She's going to start searching the ISA database for an artifact with a specific ability.
So I actually had an idea about this. I was watching this weird ass anime the other day. It's called Jujutsu Kaisen.
No, we can't have the thing that we're referencing be in the show. You
In
can't
that-
say I
no.
watched JoJo and I know what stands are.
I'm not saying watch JoJo Noah stands there. I'm saying in this specific anime, there is a character who makes a pair of glasses who lets her see the magic shit that other people are. What do you want me to reference?
Oh,
What's her
right, because it's a
shit?
demon tool. The
one
what's it, the
sister
cream
has
that
the-
she puts.
No. The
Yeah.
one sister has the glasses.
Yeah, and she
That
does
lets
like
her
the weapon stuff.
Would
Yeah.
that happen to exist?
Maki.
Maki.
Do we have
yes.
something similar to that in the ISA directory?
Can
I mean-
please?
I need someone to
There's-
roll
Give Johan
resources.
Maki's glasses.
Okay.
There's a
Yeah,
method
Penny
we
can roll
use.
resources. Well, that'd probably be the best one.
No
Maki,
one's
the
saying
infinitely
no.
better sister. Because the other one's power is just gun. I should have made my
Gun
anima
as
gun.
anima, as we have found, pretty effective. Not gonna lie.
Yeah,
It worked pretty well for me.
I should have made my anima gun.
Guns saved the last iteration of us, so
Oh yeah, remember when Vivi had a gun?
Yeah, you guys
Yeah.
remember that time Vivi just had a gun?
Yeah.
A
She
real
realized
gun.
those were pretty useful.
Okay.
We should
2
get a gun again.
pluses. Guys, we should get a gun.
what?
2 pluses, 2 nulls, plus 1, so 3.
Okay. Yes. You have a pair of there in the
It's a
ISA
sniper
database.
rifle, but the sight lets you see.
Yeah, so there was there's a record of an item that was created through some experimentation by the ISA Foundation to help people see anima that wouldn't be able to, helping with like some of the administrators and stuff that wouldn't be aware of it. And
I want to say that the way that this scene goes is that like Piper's busy describing the character from Jujutsu Kaisen. Vivi like scrolls through, finds the artifact, puts the computer down, and just walks out of the room. And then Penny like sees what's on the computer, and it's a pair of glasses.
Vivi, you can't go in there.
Thank
there's
God.
one other thing you notice on before we continue this too long, because I do want to add a little bit of conflict here too. As you notice in the records of the development, this is a pretty recent development, like within the last like 10 years or so that they were working on these. It was done in collaboration with another research group, specifically founded and owned by the Constantine family.
So it's
didn't read
not
that far.
here then?
Oh no! They developed a few prototypes and stuff. There's probably one upstairs.
It's here. The
they're-
Constantines are
the
just
eyes-
not gonna like this.
But there were others that were developed as well.
Oh.
What?
We have well, they're an interesting pair of glasses for you, Mr. I'm sorry, Detective, what's your last name?
Buck.
Right, Detective Bach. We've got something for you. The problem is, the Constantine Foundation has them too.
Like Senator Constantine.
Yeah.
Oh, I might have
So-
left that part out.
He's involved with this as well as the whole AIM thing.
Yeah.
Oh, there are a lot of connections here I wasn't ready for.
Is it getting above your pay grade yet?
Oh, this is already light years above my pay grade.
Of course it is. I'm not paying you.
That's not what. Okay, yeah.
Do you do jokes like ever, or they beat that out of you at the academy?
I've been told I'm the funniest person in my precinct.
I can't wait to talk to Clark then.
Fang stands up. Drinks.
Yes.
Is
I'm on the
Vivi able
clock.
to,
I can't.
is Vivi
Water.
able to find some glasses upstairs?
Yeah, you go upstairs and you look around the pedestals. Does Penny pursue up the stairs?
No, because she gets distracted by the thing on the screen and she talks about it, and by that time, I'm sure.
Exit pursued by Penny.
There's a, there are dozens of things on like pedestals and little cases. Some are little like totems and sculptures. Some of them look really old. There's one that has this like beautiful like necklace, like gold necklace in it with like this ruby set in the center of it. That's near the back of the room, and then you root around some drawers and you find a pair of you found a glasses case that has the Isa Foundation logo on it. You can pull that out.
Yeah, Vivi puts those glasses like on her forehead as she's walking out the room. And I think that she like pauses in front of the case with the necklace and thinks about it. And she just makes a mental note of where those are. She'll wander back out of the room.
Okay.
Real quick. Which of our anima is going to be the least distressing to see? First time out the gate. It's not Omega.
No,
It's
no.
definitely
not
not Omega. It's definitely not Omega.
I mean, it depends. Are Vivi's bees little cartoony bees?
Swarm of bees, kind of scary. If you're not ready for them. No
Big
offense.
if
giant
you-
robot or big giant warrior?
Mine's more like a transformer, so.
And if you're into it, mine's a hot armored lady.
Hot
Isn't
armored
she, like,
lady or
Your ancestor
transformer?
or something?
I'm just giving a descriptor.
Detective Bach, hot armored lady or transformer?
Let's go with the transformer.
I'll wait till you put
So-
the glasses on.
Vivi returns back down stairs. The glasses on her forehead.
She'll walk up. Just sort of like take them off, making a big show of it, fold them, hand them over.
Thanks. This isn't going to be a problem with my contacts, right?
I don't think so.
Says here they're
Awesome.
transition lenses.
Holds them up a little bit to see and doesn't notice anything. Puts them on. Doesn't look any different.
Okay.
Did you look at Vivi?
Vivi's just got a shit-eating grin, and she leans over to Piper and she says, "He's wearing something I stole."
I'm
He
actually
looks back like
obnoxiously proud of you right now.
he looks back at you, Vivi, and kind of jolts. He's like, I didn't see those before, and as he notices the antenna for the first time, and then also wait, stole. And Vivi, before Piper does one thing, and then Piper would do her thing. As you see Johan with the glasses on now, you feel that you hear this like ringing in your ear, and there's this sudden like flash, like an image you get for a second where you are sitting in like a auditorium, almost like in a museum, and there are a couple other people there that you don't recognize, but Piper and Penny and Feng there too. And you see a couple rows ahead of you, you see Johan sitting there, glasses on, like turning around and looking at you and giving you a nod, and that sort of overlays with this scene as then it flashes back and you're in the present again.
You okay?
I'm sorry, was that scene for Vivi or for Penny?
That was Vivi,
I'm okay. Sorry, I missed the lead
the
in.
intro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I want to say that her like smile just sort of falls a little bit. She continues staring at him, and she just goes, "Huh."
What?
No, it's just like, oh, just a weird sense of deja vu is all. She like gives kind of like a meaningful look to the rest of the people in the group.
Okay.
So where's the robot?
Don't freak out. He's a little loud. Vega! Sing us a song, Piano Man.
Oh my god. Does he like bust out in like a fedora and like sunglasses and then just completes
Maybe.
all of
I
Piano Man?
I do not control him. He does whatever he wants.
He pops out with like a spectral piano and sits on a bench and has sunglasses and a fedora on and he
Okay.
just starts singing Piano Man.
Okay, great.
Man, what are you doing here?
He's kind of a showman.
Sing us a song! It's intense.
I'm just
Some-
gonna go with the fact that whatever does this with the glasses too, lets them perceive them, also lets him hear them too,
Sure.
instead of saying that everything is just silent to him, because that's
Yeah.
less fun.
Well, it's like
Um,
those Bluetooth sunglasses that have like the bone.
Oh,
Ah, the
yeah.
bone.
Ah.
So good.
So he's a little bit of a showman. Obviously.
Transformer.
Vega,
Loud
say
tr-
hi.
Keeps playing.
I'm very confused.
Okay,
Come to
what's
think of it, the existence of anima explains a lot of modern media.
what's confusing you?
Just all of it. Just all of it. Every bit of it. Yeah, it's just confusing to see it.
You'll take some time to process.
You've got a robot ghost
No,
with
it's not a
superpowers.
Go. Well, okay. You know what? If that's how it helps you understand, that's fine. It's not that wrong.
Robot ghost with superpowers. Okay. All right. Can't get
Should-
much weirder than that.
We do also have some like basic. I mean, they're not superpowers, but we are sort of harder, better, faster, stronger. So
I feel like since he's handled this so well, maybe we should like inoculate him to the other ones.
the gang.
Yeah.
I'm just imagining all three of you, like, anima explode out at the same time. And, like, Omega manifesting as the big black void, and Vespa appearing as a swarm of bees, just bursting out of Vivi.
We don't trust the police.
One will like crawl out from under his lapel.
We are
Oh,
watching you.
oh god!
We are
And then
everywhere.
as he's freaking out about the bees and trying to like get them off of him,
So just turned into
Feng,
bully Johan.
Is it like an armored hand on his shoulder with tortoise?
guys?
yeah,
No,
suddenly behind him, Tortoise is
guys,
standing
seriously.
Has anyone ever told you that you have the same name as a composer?
Tortoise, please. He's very
I will-
stressed.
there. Jumps up and is like spinning around the room, looking at all of them, panicking for a second, then takes off the glasses and says, "I need a minute." And
Sure.
just walks out of the room.
I said one at a time.
I thought you
Guys.
meant me first. I'm sorry.
Looking
Okay,
at
sorry, I thought
Omega and Vespa and Four Emperors. I said one at a time, and I know you all heard me.
They're just excited. If that's Johan's reaction to the animal we have here, wait until he sees a phantom for the first time. It's gonna blow his fucking mind.
Yeah, I think we all remember what it was like to see a phantom for the first time.
Especially like that Donkey Kong eyeball-looking motherfucker.
Don't remind me. Ugh.
Did we?
And
You're
As
all
we
on
begin-
notice.
as the
Except
banter
Omega, you're
continues,
doing
and,
your best.
and we cut over to Johan has gone into the bathroom and it's just like sitting on the floor, like knees up at his chest, just like taking deep breaths for a moment as he's trying to process all of this. And we're gonna take our break there.
It turned
We
into
scarred him.
it turned into let's bully Johan so quickly.
I've never had
Poor-
friends
my-
to bully people with before.
My poor Johan started out as a mentor figure, has been
He'll be okay.
devolved into this.
He's gonna become our guy in the chair.
He
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, we're gonna go and take a break, everyone, and we will come back to see wherever this session goes. I wasn't expecting this one to be such a bottle episode, but it's good. We'll see what we get up to in the second half. So everyone go do break stuff, drink some water, stretch, eat a snack, whatever you need to do, and we'll be back here very soon to continue our game, and we will see you then. Welcome back, Internet. Thanks for hanging out with us while we took our break. We're going to go ahead and jump right back into things. So, Johan has finished having a panic attack and returns from the bathroom. Glasses currently off, just hanging on his shirt, and says, "Okay, I'm good. These will be useful. Thank you."
Sure.
All right. I gave you the address, so you can follow up on that. I guess I'll get working on seeing what I can dig up on this purple-haired. This person's a ghost, a phantom. You said.
Apparently.
Most likely.
Yeah.
All right. I'll do what I can. I'm sort of limited right now as AIM. This group has come in and is now taking over a lot of our resources, but yeah, I'll see what I can do.
This might be nothing, but I mean, how much do we know about like the movements of phantoms and like the people that it's pretending to be have to have come in contact at some point, right?
Maybe. I mean,
Gotta be
if
like a common area, or like they all go to the same diner, or like something.
yeah, I mean, it makes sense that if it was impersonating an actual person, then like that frat bro-y person was also like a real person that it saw and
Alright,
may
so,
be murdered.
Maybe I'll see what I can dig up on this frat bro person you described. See if there's any overlap between them and I've already forgotten the name of the character I came up with on the fly.
Officer Clark.
Clark, thank you.
Mhm.
Any overlap between them and Clark. Maybe look at other missing persons in the area and see what I can pin down.
Vivi will bring up the post of the person saying like, you don't want to know this guy, he's an asshole, and say, this person claims to know the quote unquote frat guy. I know you guys have like IP tracking software and stuff like that, so you might want to check into whoever owns that profile.
All right. I'll makes a couple notes on a notepad that he pulls out and tucks it away. All right. I'll follow up on that. It's probably going to take me a little bit to get all this information together, but I'll see what I can do. Just call me if you need anything. Just don't show up at the precinct, please.
That's okay. I got your number.
Can I make a recommendation? You probably want to start wearing those glasses at work.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that.
Better safe than sorry.
Yeah. No, it's a good point. Like, takes them and thinks about putting them on and says, I'm just going to need to work up to that a little bit. And, I'm going to go. It's good to see all of you.
Bye, Detective Bach.
Yeah. Good night.
Thanks, Q. Right?
Yeah, that was a James Bond reference. Yeah, good job.
I wasn't asking for praise.
No, that was right. You made the correct reference.
Wade from Kim Possible.
That's a good one.
Just to be clear, I don't understand any references ever. So you all just speaking nonsense to me.
If you work hard enough, you could become Tom Cruise in Minority Report.
Don't know who that is.
Have all the...
It was just really like not a practical setup at all, but it's okay.
Johan is gone.
I'll get used to it.
Marker Johan is sick of our bullshit.
So what's the plan?
Somebody's gonna go check on Clark. Officer
Yeah.
Clark, I guess.
Yeah.
Yep.
Vivi, you said maybe you could get in without him seeing you if he is still alive.
I liked Feng's plan.
What?
Oh, like just show up and say that we're going to take a census. Though we should make sure that it is something that isn't necessarily related to the government, because since he works for the government, he knows a little bit more about how it works and whether or not there should be a census going on. You know what I mean? Like,
Have
we
you
need to be
heard
like,
about the whales?
Do you think beat
No,
cops
no,
just
no,
like
no.
know when there's a census and stuff?
chances are higher.
That's fair.
The census is taken every 10 years.
No, I guess it would be something they would be like, oh shit, it's happening.
Survey, not census.
A survey.
Would you like to learn more about cocoa farms in...
I would, actually. I think that's really important that more people know about that.
I think we should be delivering a package.
a box full of bees?
It's the perfect ruse. You deliver a box, it's got a bee in it. He has to sign for the package. If this is somebody impersonating Clark, they gotta have his signature on file somewhere, right? Compare the two.
I
If
think
it's
you're
a
right.
Phantom, then it's different, and also there's a bee in his apartment for surveillance.
Right. And if we're just, soliciting like for a survey or a census or whatever, like he's more likely to just not actually come to the door. Like everybody loves packages.
Does that mean we have to actually give him something?
Sometimes if you're lucky, they already have a package on their porch.
Oh, good. God, in my brain, it was like in The Lion King, the Timon and Pumbaa. What do you want me to do? Dress and drag and do the hula? But like, what do you want me to do? Do a strippergram for him?
Slowly pulling the outfit out of her backpack.
Next
Why
time.
do you have that?
Next time.
Don't ask questions you don't want the answer to. She'll she'll toss Fang a delivery boy outfit.
You know what? Goes to the bathroom, changes clothes.
I'm sure there's a much more straightforward way to do this, but I don't want to do it.
Oh no. I like Fang's idea.
From the bathroom. Hey, have you guys ever seen Charlie's Angels with Lucy Liu? You know when they were trying to get like the retinal scan from that one guy?
Uh-huh.
Let's not do that.
Why would we have to do that, Fang?
I have really broad shoulders, and I don't think I look good in what do the women wear? Not lederhosen.
Yeah, it's not
A dress.
lederhosen. It's like dairy.
It's not
Like it's-
lederhosen, a dress.
The two genders.
They said lederhosen, a dress.
Listen, I don't know what it's called, and I don't want to make a bad call.
Well, it's like
sound-
it's
a
like
jumper,
a
a
milkmaid outfit.
jumpsuit.
Yeah.
A jumpsuit? A romper. That's what you're thinking of.
That might be
Yes.
it.
Romper is a kind of jumpsuit. Fang, what does you not looking good in a romper have to do with stealing a man's eyeball?
Pokes head out. I just don't want to do it.
Oh, okay. We
Okay,
won't steal
somebody else will
anyone's-
steal the eyeball.
Wait, why are we stealing his eyeball?
Why are we stealing an
your-
eyeball?
Well, it's your plan, and Vivi said your plan was the best plan we had, so.
It's a dirndl, just by the way.
Dirndl, thank you.
Dirndl.
Ah.
It's my third child, Dirndl.
Right behind Chonko and fuck ass.
No, it's Probert and Boblum, but I digress.
A thing we've never done on this show before.
Digress? I don't even. What is that?
So,
Feng comes back in the delivery boy outfit. All right.
The shorts are way too short.
Penny looks respectfully.
Piper
It's
looks
cheating.
disrespectfully.
They kind of right up. I don't. Just trying to straighten them down.
I think they're supposed to do that.
Why? That's so uncomfortable.
I don't know, all the frat boys are doing it though.
Huh.
Who's driving?
Not me, I've had an entire bottle of wine.
I guess I'll drive.
Vivi will pull Fang onto her motorcycle. We're gonna go to fucking Lieutenant Officer Clark. Officer Clark.
Officer Clark.
This is good, and I'm
Griswold?
glad Vivi wanted. I'm really glad Vivi wanted to do this plan specifically. I do not need to be a part of it to enjoy it immensely.
Vivi knows a good plan when she hears one.
Oh, amazing.
Okay. You, Fang and Vivi ride over to the address. Are Piper and Penny getting up to anything while they're gone?
Should we be researching something?
Yeah, the Constantines.
Okay.
They have to have. So, well, the other universe me told Vivi something about AIM and Constantine.
Okay, so you look up the boring history stuff, and I will take social media.
That's actually a really good idea. Okay. They'll do that.
I guess lore for Penny and Piper contacts?
Works for me. I've got 4.
Four is very good.
Okay.
I guess it's great, even. According to the
I also have
ladder.
a 4.
Nice. Also great. All right. With fours for both of you. I'll bring up my notes. So we'll start with Penny, focusing on historical documents. Yeah, this information is accessible to you. The Constantine family, no, again, I'm not going to reiterate stuff we already know. Constantine family, one of the 3 primary families, was most closely tied to the Zodiac. They worked pretty closely together for a long time after the Zodiac was defeated in trying to maintain whatever organization was there, dealing with the anima users that decided that were closely aligned with the Zodiac and taking care of them where needed, and then trying to come up with some sort of structure to this group, this collective that had been started by the Zodiac before. For a long time, there was a balance between the three families, and eventually the I always forget the last name. I know your ancestor was Feng. I don't remember the last name of your family. RJ.
Was it Song?
Song, yes.
Song.
Yeah.
Okay. I always forget that. I need to actually write that down.
I think for a while it was like the Han family is.
Yeah. Okay, so the Song family eventually sort of took a back seat to things, focusing on more internal matters, not like giving over a lot of their responsibilities to the Izas. I think they mostly focused on the keeping of like important relics and maintaining records, things like that. So the Izas began to grow a little bit in power, and there was like sort of a conflict between the two, between the Isa and the Constantine. Eventually, actually within this century, is when there was sort of a division between the two. When the Isa started their foundation, got involved in some other affairs, like starting their companies to have more of like a legitimate like cash flow to fund their anima hunting, and as phantoms became more prevalent, the Constantine family actually decided to kind of step away from it. There was sort of a fracture between the two. They took their information, their resources, the Isaac kept theirs, and they sort of began to work separately. Constantine, his ancestors or his family became more involved in like politics in the normal world a bit, deciding to sort of gain traction on their goals from the inside, rather than starting their own group and sort of separating themselves from humanity, essentially. Just more along the lines of what the Isa were doing. So essentially they had different approaches to how they were going to do things, and that led to them having sort of falling out. The kind of, as you go through, because you rolled really well, one of the biggest kind of records of like the dispute, kind of what you pick up on from reading through it, is the biggest dissenting opinion was that is how to manage and regulate the use of anima. The Isa family kind of took a more freeform approach to it and took the perspective of letting people sort of develop their abilities no matter who they were, and believing these powers as they manifested in people should be utilized. The Constantines took a more strict approach towards animas, saying that they should be more like tightly controlled, that anima users really didn't have the ability to regulate themselves, and deciding that they needed some sort of checks and balances to it. And yeah, that's pretty much what you get between the two families there. Piper, you get on social media, look up David Constantine, Wikipedia, and other social media sites. This is a lot of information as a senator. A lot of that is publicly available. Born into sort of a political dynasty, got into politics, went to law school, got into politics basically as soon as he was able to, and followed in his parents' footsteps. In public office, has really not like done a whole lot that was recognizable. There's some bills that he co-signed, nothing major as far as you could tell. Has been a pretty low-key political figure, not really making too much of a splash, but there are a couple things as far as involvement with some like sponsorship of some bills to create some new essentially like law enforcement groups, agencies, things like that, and is responsible for the creation and founding of AIM. So does as the center have a lot of like directly controls their funding and was one of the co-signers on the bill that created the organization, the federal organization.
As soon as she finds that, Piper's just like,
What?
guess who co-sponsored the bill to bring AIM into existence?
AIM is on the books as being a federally created agency? What do they say it actually is?
American Information Management.
And guess who controls their funding?
Senator Constantine.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it's technically the Department of American Information Management, but DAME isn't as good as AIM is, so they won't.
There ain't nothing like a dame. Sorry.
Vivi?
Wait, what?
So AIM is literally in his pocket.
Yeah. Well, that would kind of make sense with the boring history stuff I just found out. The family split was because the Isas wanted people to develop their animas and learn to use them, and the Constantines wanted to strictly control people with anima. Looks like they found a way to do that.
Is he doing an X-Men?
I think he's kind of doing an X-Men.
Does that make Moxie like our Professor Xavier?
A little, yeah. Do you think she's gonna like wake up in somebody else's body?
Maybe.
I don't know.
Real quick, which X-Men are we?
Oh, I was thinking since we were referencing like one of the older ones, it wouldn't be like first class or anything.
Okay.
Sir Patrick Stewart, X-Men.
Yeah, I've seen the movies.
Xavier. Yeah, that one.
Okay, from that one, which X-Men are we? Since we're being specific.
Oh, I thought you meant like which installment. You mean individually which one are each of us?
I mean, if you
Got
were
it.
an X-Men, which one would you be?
Are you asking this question because you already have a really good one? You should just say the really good one.
For you?
Oh, or for you.
No, every time I say which superhero I am from everything, people always say I'm wrong, say something else. You're Jean Grey.
I am?
Uh-huh.
Do you think I'm very out of control?
Physically or emotionally?
Oh no. I may need a moment to think about that.
I meant it as a compliment.
That I was physically or emotionally unstable?
No, that you're Jean Grey. I think she rules.
Oh. Oh, okay. You're probably the one with the cards. Although they weren't featured in the Patrick Stewart one.
Are you Gambit?
Yeah, I think you're Gambit.
Why am I Gambit?
They're very flamboyant. They're very flamboyant. They're a performer.
Okay, I'll take it. Gambit's usually hot, so.
Oh yeah, Gambit's always hot.
Penny.
What?
Nothing.
We should probably let them know though.
That I'm Gambit?
Oh yeah, we can let them know we called those already. But also that about Constantine.
Yeah. Or Vivi and Feng. I'm gonna have to think about it.
Yeah.
I don't. Vivi's Nightcrawler.
Feng might be. I'm really bad with names. What's the one that once they get started, they can't stop?
Me?
As Penny and Piper try to remember Juggernaut.
Juggernaut! There it is.
He is kind of a juggernaut.
Vivi and Feng, the two of you arrive at the condo that sorry, I was changing my music while talking. That's always a bad idea. That Clark lives at, that Officer Clark lives at. Pretty normal from the outside. 8-story building, got lights on, different condominiums all throughout. You have the actual unit number on your address. And you know that he lives on the 5th floor.
Vivi
Cool.
hands Feng a box. Don't shake it.
Why?
Got a bee in there.
Oh, sorry.
Ow.
Also, if you were a mail carrier, would you shake boxes around?
Well, here's the thing, Vivi. I'm not a mail carrier.
Well, you'd better start acting like one.
Right. So while I'm doing this,
swats him into the building.
Ah.
You go. So Fang heads in the building. Vivi waits outside on her bike. And is that what's going on here, or is Vivi coming in too?
I think she'll climb the building.
Okay. Vivi climbs it from the outside like Spider-Man, and Fang heads in to take the elevator like not Spider-Man.
She always
you-
prefers to do reconnaissance from the roof.
Yeah, that's
Nightcrawler.
seems to be her MO. We'll just get those interjections as we go, as we fine-tune which X-Men characters y'all are. Fang, as you get into the elevator, the doors are about to close, and someone says, "Oh, hold on," and a couple people come into the elevator too. Looks like some very drunk co-eds that are probably on break right now and trying to and have probably been at the bars. A couple guys, a couple girls, and they are like chatting and stuff too. And you notice like a couple of them like looking over at you in your very short shorts. As you're heading up,
Fang
and they're
has
like,
a choice here now.
they're like whispering to each other.
He walked in with some headphones on. Do you really wanna hurt me? Do you really wanna He's just bobbing his head and humming.
What movie is this with fuck?
Wedding
like
singer?
No, there was
No.
one where he's in the elevator and they're going up. It's Captain
It's
America.
Chris Evans.
Evans.
Yeah.
Oh,
doing this, and it's a stupid action movie. I can't remember the name of it.
He gets up to like a floor and he's
Oh,
like
is that the one
stripping
where
down to
he's like
change out.
blonde? He's blonde.
He's super blonde. Yeah.
Super blonde.
Yeah.
I could kill you with your mind.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so you start. Are you trying to essentially provoke them to get off the elevator sooner?
Yes.
Okay, let's roll provoke then.
I have that as a skill now.
Nice. Difficulty for this. It's gonna be a little harder than it would be, but it's not that hard considering
Is it
they're
because they're
drunk.
inebriated?
Yeah. I'm gonna set this at a 2.
It's a -1.
The losers.
They're into it.
The
No.
You see them, a couple of them stand back and like giving you a wide berth there, and one of the others is like, "Yeah, you go, UPS guy."
Fuck, this is not how I thought it was gonna turn out.
One of them throws a couple dollar bills at you.
I guess I'm going with the strippergram angle.
And I think the doors open on the 5th floor, and as you're getting out, a couple of them, you hear them yelling out of the elevator. It's like, "You need help getting out of the shorts?" And shh, and the doors close.
Mistake.
But you're on the 5th floor.
Never works out. Yeah, he'll get down the hallway towards where Clark's condo is.
All right, you head over to Officer Clark's condo, head to the door, and you ring the bell. I assume, unless there's something you want to do beforehand.
On their way there, he would have pulled out like some sort of fake app on his phone that you could like, doodle on so you can show it to him to write the signature.
Yeah. You come up to the door and you ring the bell, and you wait. Ring the bell again. No one answers.
What time of night is it?
It's not too late. It's maybe like 9.
Looks down the hall, looks up the hall, goes to his phone and buzzes Vivi.
She just sends. Are you calling or are you texting?
Calling her.
Yeah, like it rings once, and she's like, "Yeah, I know.
Know what?
I know that you have got a great singing voice."
Oh, right, the bee. They're not answering.
I know that too. Just leave the box there. I'll send the bee under the door.
Do you want me to open the box so that they can get out, or...?
Oh no, she's got it.
Okay. Pats the box top. Good luck.
So you put the box down, and are you like hanging out on this floor waiting, or are you actually?
He'll
heading
have
back
his
out?
phone out like he's writing a thing.
Okay. As you're pretending to like write up your report that nobody answered and generate your ticket, Vespa comes crawling out of like slices a hole in the box and then crawls out of it. I imagine doing some Mission Impossible sound effects and slides into the door.
I'm in.
Love her. Off she goes.
Vespa, and through your eyes, Vivi, enters a dark, like front room to this condo. It's like a front hall, leads back, opens up to the living kitchen area, and it is like no lights right on currently. Sort of buzzes in, flits around the inside a bit, and no sign of anybody in here. In fact, there are some dishes in the sink that are half washed, that don't look like they've been touched for a while. and there is there's a one door that's leading off from the main living area that you would presume probably goes to the bedroom. That door is closed.
I send her under the door.
Okay. Vespa slinks under that door too, continuing to sing, and emerges into a bedroom. And it's in there that you find Officer Clark. Laying on the bed, looking like he's sleeping, except he's definitely been dead for a little while. It's, I would say Vespa, like, kind of buzzing over stuff too. You don't see any wounds. It almost looks like he fell asleep on this bed and just never got up.
Vivi's gonna like get back on the phone with Feng and say, "You're gonna want to get out of there."
All right.
You didn't leave any fingerprints anywhere, did you?
Just on the box and the buttons. But, oh, also the doorbell. Handkerchief.
Yeah.
Fang,
Yeah.
you're wiping your fingerprints
Wiping
off.
the doorbell. Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong.
Yeah, you hear it inside. And as you finish with that and begin to step away, you hear a ding at the elevator. And as you're looking down the hall, you see somebody walking in your direction towards the unit that you're at. You see Officer Clark.
Hat tip down low. Can I subtly scan them?
You can try.
All right. Don't. That's a lot of time. Clear. Cool. Give it to me. 1.
1. Okay. You don't get much, but you do sense, like, you don't get any detail, but you get that same
Malice.
like overflowing like phantom presence. Yeah.
Yep. Just walking by, listening to his tunes, humming.
You pass, and as you're beginning to you pass each other in the hall, and as you take a few more steps, you hear a voice through your headphones behind you. It says, "I think you might have the wrong address."
Looks back, checks phone. This isn't floor 6, is it?
No, this is 5.
Shit, alright. Walking over, trying to remain as calm as possible to grab the package.
I'm gonna have you roll to deceive.
Alright. I got nothing.
This is gonna be a contested roll.
0.
Okay.
Yep. That's with style, baby.
So you come back to grab the package. The voice of Officer Clark sort of changes, and you hear, "You all really are too clever for your own good."
Feng straightens up, holds a finger up real quick, pulls out his phone, goes to Spotify, looks up Blue Oyster Cult, and presses down on Ballroom Blitz.
Okay. Fang, what is your notice?
It is a 2 currently.
Alrighty. Let's go with this one. Their notice is a 5.
They go first.
They will go first, and they're going to. You watch this illusion sort of shift around them as suddenly a short, purple-haired figure looks very human, except for a set of very inhuman, milky white eyes, and in their hand suddenly manifests this like translucent blade, almost like a katana, that then they slash towards you. They're gonna roll fight.
I'll roll fight to defend.
Oop, that's a lot of dice.
Oh! Whoa!
That could have been bad. Rolled a 4.
Roll a 6.
Okay, so checking something here. All right, you defend successfully. Oh, I don't have my book up. I know there's something you get. I don't. This isn't a. You just. I think you just successfully defend. This isn't a style here.
Is it +2? Is it just like a boost?
No, I don't think you get a boost unless you succeed with style.
Okay.
I think on a defend roll,
You just defend.
You just defend. But I will find it. All right. So describe to me what Feng does when they try to tries to stab you.
As they're going in for the stab, Fang turns and he just double palm grabs the blade to stop it. It's an actual technique.
Mm-hmm. And how does Fang follow up here?
He's gonna let the blade go and continue the spin to do a back fist to their head.
Okay. So you're gonna roll fight, I assume?
Yeah, I'm gonna invoke here. I'm gonna invoke my overdrive.
All right.
So I go down 1, 2 to activate. Here we go. 2, 4, 6.
Rolls another 4. So you succeed. There were 2 shifts. So describe to me what Fang does. How like invoking and then attacking.
Yeah, he grabs the blade with both of his hands, spins, turns, and he's going to just whip the back of his fist into their face as hard as he can, and it just turns into a gauntlet to just shoot them away from him.
Okay. You slam into them and they go blasting backwards down the hall, kind of slamming against the wall at the corner junction of the hallway, cracking the drywall.
Yeah, there's as the dust is settling, it's like Bruce Lee. Oh.
And you see like them dazed a little bit and looking up and almost a little more wary of you now. Says, I really can't afford to fight with you right now.
I don't want to get stabbed again.
Be a lot easier if you did.
We're at an impasse.
What is... Let me ask a meta question here.
Yeah.
What is Fang afraid of?
Currently, if just losing full control of himself.
Okay. I'm gonna need you to defend with will.
Oh no! Okay, I gotta
You're
to
making
clear
a
these things.
mental attack against you.
Okay. Probably gonna hit. Oh! 2.
Oh, jeez, I rolled up. They're gonna invoke, because I have to here. They're gonna invoke their illusionist aspect. If you want to invoke, you can tie, or you can take it the hit.
Where am I at on will? Give me 1 second. I could do it. I can do this.
Actually, I think they're gonna invoke to reroll because that's very bad.
Yeah, with a
Yeah.
+6 like that.
They're gonna reroll rather than doing the +2. So let me do that. That's better. It's a 7.
That's with style?
Yeah, so you're keeping yours at a 2?
Yeah, there's no way I can finagle anything higher than that.
Alright, that is a 5 shift hit.
That's, that's a severe consequence for me.
Yeah. Do you, so are you taking the severe consequence or marking a
I
one
can
of your
mark
stress boxes?
I can mark a 3 and take a 2, a mild consequence.
Either way, I will let you know. Either way, they're going to use one of their abilities, Killing Stroke.
Oh, hey!
Which they also have. If you take a consequence, they're going to spend a fate point to increase the consequence's severity.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a 3, and with that, moderate.
Okay. Here's what happens. Feng, as you are staring them down the hallway, you watch as that blade in their hand disappears, and their eyes from that like milky white sort of dim to something darker, like a silvery gray, and you, yeah, 4 emperors manifests in front of you as you're preparing for your next strike, and you're preparing to like armor up or whatever your like magical girl armor transformation sequence would be. But instead, they turn around and their eyes are glowing red underneath the helmet, and they just rear back and just punch you straight in the chest. And you feel the pain. In the real world, this isn't happening, so it's this is mental stress that you are taking, and a consequence. I don't know what kind of consequence you think would be fitting here for Fang.
Ooh, moderate.
What do you think? What do you think the descriptor for this consequence is?
Well, given the description, it's betrayal, right? So,
So it'd be something like trust, like distrusting, maybe as your moderate consequence. Like
coup
I guess,
d'attaque.
and it's like to yourself too. So maybe self doubt,
Gun shy.
gun shy versus 2.
Gun shy. Yeah, let's try, or maybe like faltering faith.
Yeah, something like that, as along those lines. However you want to frame it. As this happens, I'm gonna cut over to Vivi and give her a chance to. Your communication with Fang is cut out. I don't know if Vivi knows what's going on inside. If maybe Beatrice or Susan B. Anthony or whichever one of the B's is in the apartment might hear this happening.
Yeah, I think that this is the time that it took for for that particular bee to like crawl back under the door and witness what's happening there. I'd like Vivi to activate her mosaic shuffle, turn into a swarm of bees, and then just fly down the ventilation system and arrive on the scene, if and she
Okay.
can.
Try to invoke your overdrive there to help Fang out.
Yep, that's the one.
Okay. All right. Anything you're doing as far as alerting Penny and Piper to what's going on?
I think that, like, in her haste, she, like, literally drops her phone on the roof. And then we see, like, one little Vespa, like, walk up and then just start, like, typing slowly into the text.
Which one? Yeah, so you sent a text message?
Yeah. But it's from Vespa.
What does Vespa say?
Trying to think, because they probably try to do it in like as few letters as possible.
B need help.
Danger.
Danger.
Danker.
Danger.
Clep.
Danger. Come now.
All right. Penny and Piper, you get this text.
PLZ.
Shit.
Another text comes through.
It Vespa.
B emoji.
Several B emojis.
Okay, if the bees are texting, that's bad.
Okay. Cool.
You want to drive?
Get on the bike.
All right. So Piper and Penny begin to head over. Fang, you see through this illusion suddenly a swarm of bees cascade, like lining the hallways around the inside of the condo, and what like this. I don't remember if we've ever described what the prismatic shuffle exactly looked like. If it is like a light refraction sort of thing.
I want to say that, like, mosaic shuffle is like whenever like the bees sort of like swarm together for a second, like you might see like an image of Vivi like reappear. You know, like what is this optical illusion? I see it a lot in Minecraft where like you have things on different like perspective levels that you can only see from a certain angle.
Yeah.
So like every now and then the bees like shuffle into position and you see like Vivi. But it's like all of her molecules have been like taken and then scattered. But like wherever that molecule would be in space is in the same, like, I don't know, like X location. It's just its Y location has been changed.
Okay.
I don't know if I don't know if I'm describing that adequately.
No, I think I get what you're saying. Yeah. Okay. And Vivi is trying to make her way down into the condo and to where Fang is.
Yeah.
All right. I will give Fang another chance to act here. What is Fang going to do?
We can't let them get away. Or can we? Anyway, I'm gonna attack.
Okay. Go ahead and roll fight.
+2. I'm also going to invoke here the additional aspect Unbridled Power.
Okay.
Yes, last point. Okay, cool. 3 plus 4, 7, 8, 9. 9?
All right. As a 3. So you got a 9 total?
Yeah.
Okay. And describe like how you're attacking right now. I assume this is a physical attack.
There is a moment where Fang is kind of shaking it off. The armor on him is flickering. Then he just flicks his hand down, and there is what looks like a vermilion spear. And so he just rushes forward and tries to ram them through, pinning them to the wall.
Okay. Gonna do for this. So that is a 6 shift hit. If you had a 9 total, what I roll? Rolled a 3. Yeah. What do I want to do here? Yeah, let's let's do, I think here's what happens then. The spear forms and you go jabbing it forward. You strike straight through the chest of this person. I don't think you've ever gotten the name of this phantom, have you?
Nope.
No. Okay. You drive the spear forward straight through their body and into the wall behind them, and as it impales them, you see this look of this sagging look to them, as if their body begins to go limp, and then their eyes glance up at you. You're a lot more powerful than I gave you credit for. We're gonna have to try this on my terms later on.
Fang just returns a snarl.
Have fun. And you watch them sort of fade away in front of you as they dissolve away. I'm choosing the option to have them retreat from the fight currently, so they could not take that hit, so they are withdrawing from the conflict, and you watch as this form illusion or discorporation takes effect, and they just sort of vanish and fade away from around your spear, which has now just been embedded in the wall.
Can I try to take an action before they disappear fully?
Yes. Yeah, you
I want to steal their sword.
Steal her sword?
Yes.
Okay, roll burglary.
Yeah. Me. I burgle.
And I'll contest it with her notice.
I forgot. Does Vivi steal things?
Vivi
She's
thief?
never
No.
stolen anything in her life.
I got a 5.
All right.
Are you mad at me? I'm just a little gal.
I got a
I'm just
7.
a silly little guy.
Do you want to invoke? So they rolled a 7 on their notice. If you want to use, you could invoke your manifest overdrive.
I would like to. I'll do that.
Okay.
Yoink.
All right. So that will put you at an 8 and them at a 7. As they fade away, the only thing that leaves you believing that they were actually here, Fang, is a small cluster of bees holding a sword. And as this all happens, and you have this moment of take a breath and figure out what was going on here, there is a trembling to the building. The whole place begins to just sort of like an earthquake, essentially. And Piper and Penny, the two of you on Piper's motorcycle, approaching as quickly as you can, watch or can see in the distance the top of this condominium that you're approaching, and you see something that probably nobody else on the road can, as it almost looks like a firework goes off in the sky, but the firework stays, and it's this green and yellow kind of mixture, and it almost looks like somebody has punched a hole in the air above, and these cracks begin to form through it, and pieces begin to fall away, and you see shapes beginning to fall out of the sky and towards the top of this condominium's roof. Damn it, I just made a Doctor Strange thing. That's not what's happening here. It's totally original. And yeah, as
Nothing is original. Postmodernism.
As something has breached through reality for some reason above the condominium that Feng and Vivi are inside of, and phantoms are now pouring out of it. That's where we're going to end our session for tonight.
Is this when we all decide to become witchers?
Yes.
The spears for monsters.
I'm gonna need a second sword.
So
I have
keep track of
some concerns.
So we're obviously we're not gonna be here for our next scheduled session because we're gonna be gone. Keep a track of your Manifest Overdrive. Vivi is gonna still be in effect at the beginning of the next session. I think that's really the only thing to track. Fang, you're dealing with shit, but you've got your consequence marked down right now.
That's it? We've been there? Can't we play for a few more hours? What's happening?
Nope.
I want to say that Fang turns to Vivi and there's like this reddish glare in his eyes.
Vivi tries to go through a vent and clanks against it with the sword.
Yeah, so that's gonna be the end of the session. Thanks, y'all. Like I alluded to a moment ago, I don't think our next session is probably going to be till... Yeah, it'll be a month. It'll be the 5th would be our next scheduled game.
We do makeup?
I don't know if we're going to be able to do makeup because 2 of those
Okay,
weeks
that's
we're not even
fine.
going to have our computers.
That's fine.
Yeah, because we're moving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're gonna be in a hotel for a while.
Ugh.
Yeah. We will, we'll see. There is the possibility that we may be in our house on the 29th and we may be able to play. But I don't want to guarantee it, so we will see. We'll announce off stream for everybody in the chat, so you can join us for our next session. Does anybody have anything they want to plug, announce before we get going? No?
Why?
Why? Why
Why?
is a good question. Because I can.
I'd like
That's
to
most
plug
of the reasons why I
the
do
new
things.
GGK podcast. Why?
Why?
Mostly if I have someone else hurt me, I have to pay.
Wait, have you not been getting my bills, RJ?
No, I'm with Wings
We've been
right now.
invoicing you.
I'll get to it when you email me.
Okay,
We'll talk.
good.
We'll talk.
It's gonna be a pretty big step. Yeah,
Whew.
we're gonna have to talk about that.
It's a business expense.
All right. Thank you everyone for watching. Thank you my lovely players for making this fun. I'm so glad to be back. We will hopefully have an equally exciting year here in Star Power as we did last year, as things continue to get more wild and I grow steadily more unhinged. Join us tomorrow for Slaying 201. We're going to be playing our Monster of the Week game.
Where I am growing steadily more unhinged.
Is that the theme of 2022? Steadily more unhinged.
We all
Steadily
become
more
completely unhinged. Yes.
Yeah, that seems to be it.
Have you not heard me
And then the rest-
screaming at Twitch to fight me literally every week?
Yeah. The rest of our schedule is below our faces. If you're watching us live on Twitch, if you're watching us on YouTube in the future, head over to Twitch page. You can see whatever we're doing right now. We will see everyone in 2 to 4 weeks. And until next time, good game and good night, Internet.